Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Okay, it's looking good. Please have your chat open in the English Meeting website if you have access to that. Who is Bizman? I forgot your name.
Yeah, Bizo from Cairo, Egypt.
Okay, Furman, we're getting lots of noise from your audio. Okay, I'm going to try to add many people at once. I've never done this before. So here we go.
All right, good.
Here we go. Hold on. It's like a roller coaster. Hold on tight. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, who's this? Some people were asking about the T sound. So it's ta ta ta. The tongue has to hit the alveolar ridge, which is the bumpy part on the roof of your mouth. And, you know, there's words like mountain, cotton. Now, they can be pronounced different ways. Like the word mountain, I can hit the T hard so it explodes, like ta. I can say mountain, or I can say it like a lot of Americans say it, which is mountain, and it's an imploded sound. So my tongue goes up, mount, and I just make an and like it's like an N sound. So I don't explode the T. So if I said this in a phrase, I would say, oh, I love this mountain. You notice I don't really hit the T. The T does not explode. It can be pronounced as mountain. Either way is acceptable. There's not one thing that sometimes people get confused about with North American English or English in general is that it's not a logic. First of all, English is not a logical language, which a logical language follows one spelling pattern, and this spelling always makes this sound. English is not like that, and it gets even more complex into speaking. So there is, for some sounds, yes, there is just one way. For other sounds, there are several ways. I don't say that to confuse you or to make it look more difficult. I'm just telling you this to educate you so that you understand that. So you can say mountain or you can say mountain. Okay? It's the same with cotton, the next word. You can say cotton or you can say cotton. You see that? And the next word on there is written. So you could say written or you could say written. It's just the imploded, written, written. And then we have kitten. Okay, so those four follow that same pattern. Okay, now this is the way we can do it. Since we have a larger group, if you want to try some of those four words, or you think you're having trouble with some of those words, then why don't you speak up and I'll try to work with you. So does anybody have trouble with those four words that wants to try?
Maybe everyone can try to try it on.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid of saying everyone because it'll take a long time. So if a few people could try, you know, and then we'll get the whole group to try different words at different times. So Bizo, do you want to try?
Okay, mountain,
Okay.
cotton,
Good.
written, yes, and a kitten.
Oh, very good. Oh, that's nice. That's excellent.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to try those words?
Olga?
Okay, Olga, go for it.
Mountain, cotton, written, kitten, credit.
Well, just the four. We're not at credit yet because those have the T at the end. But yeah, and it's interesting. So it's good. The way you're doing it is fine. You're exploding the T. So you're saying cotton, Nothing wrong with that at all, and it's very clear and sharp. So that's really good job. Anyone else want to try those?
How about if everybody, if you can say that fast and everybody have it, say something?
Yeah, the thing is, like I said before, it's just going to take too much time because we have so many people.
If you call the name, for example, Pavana, Olga, Shamil.
Right, I get that, but still, it's going to take too much time. So I need you to speak up if you think you're having a hard time with that, or you need some direction.
Okay.
Okay. In a smaller group, we can do that, but not in a big group like this.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else want to try?
Yeah, Bhavna.
Okay. Yeah, Bhavna, go ahead.
Mountain, cotton, kitten, kitten.
Okay. So, the T sound is fine. Like when you said cotton, your vowel, cotton, it's more of a ah than a o. So it's cotton. That's the way we pronounce that vowel, cotton.
Cotton.
Yeah, there you go. Notice how my mouth is a little more open when I say that's cotton.
Cotton.
Yeah, that's a big difference, and that's nice. Now, when you said written, your R, you need to make your R a little sharper. So written.
Written.
Yeah. Okay, and I think you were exploding the T, so try to say it like this. Written.
Written.
Yeah, that's better. Your R is much better there. Whatever it is you changed, it's much better. And then try, how did you say kitten?
Kitten.
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 Yeah, kitten. Yeah, you
Kitten.
can say it like that, kitten. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, so the vowel on cotton is ah, and the R needs to be sharper. Written. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else want to try those 4 words? Victorin. Okay, Victorin, you can try now. Try to speak loud into your microphone because your volume is very low coming through Skype.
I will try.
Okay.
On time. Cotton. Right. Kitten.
Okay.
There, here I am.
Yeah, I know. So I can barely hear him too. But I can give you some tips, Victorin. Mountain. We don't say like mountain. We say mountain. That last syllable is short. Mountain. Yeah, you're kind of saying mountain. It's mountain. It's a short I. Mountain. That's better. Even though I can barely hear you. That's better. Say cotton.
Cotton.
Okay, so you're saying cotton. Cotton. It's not that bad. I mean, that's okay. But we say cotton. Like
Cotton.
yeah, cotton.
Cotton.
Yeah, and then say written.
Reading.
So you're saying like ridden. We say it more like written or written. Like maybe it's better if you explode the T and you go ta, written.
Reading.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. And the last one is kitten.
Kitten.
Yeah. The biggest thing you need to work on, Victor, is the short I sound that I'm hearing in these words. Because you're making it a longer sound, like kitten. It's in. It's very short and low. Kitten.
Kitten.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. But just try to keep that in mind, the short I sound. Okay. Let's look at some of these other words for the T, where the T comes at the end of the word, like in the word credit. So credit is spelled C-R-E-D-I-T. And how do you pronounce that? Do you say credit or what? So it's pronounced credit, and it's what we call an imploded T. So when I hit that last sound, I go like this, credit, and I just hold it there. I don't go credit. I don't do that. I go credit, and I hold. You see, my tongue is held there. Credit. And just like hit, same thing. My tongue just holds there. The tip of the tongue is touching my alveolar ridge, and it just holds. Hit. Sit. S-I-T, or sitting is a little different, but sit, I just hold it. Credit. Hit. Sit. Anyone want to try those 3 words?
I want to try.
Okay, so we have a few people, so I'll try to just, I'll call on you one at a time, and then if, you know, if I miss you, just speak up. So let's start with Dai. Go ahead.
Yes. Credit. It.
Yeah, try it again.
Credit. It.
Okay, yeah, you said credit. You released a little, but that's okay. Okay, the next one.
It.
Hit. Yeah, that's good.
Sitting.
Okay, now we're having a little problem with like sitting. Sitting, you can say sitting, so you can explode the T and go sitting, ting. Or you can say sitting and make it more of a D sound, so the tongue is a little further back, like you're saying D, like David, my name, da, da, da. So a lot of Americans pronounce it like sitting, sitting. Try that, Ty.
Yes. Sitting.
Ah, better.
Sitting.
Yeah, do you feel the difference? Do you feel that difference, Ty?
Yes. It's very different.
Yeah, it's very different than the way you first said it. Sitting.
Yes. Sitting.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, very nice. Try to remember that. Okay, who else wants to try these?
Kate, I want.
Okay.
Kate, yeah, say your name. That's better. Okay, so we'll go to Kate. So Kate and Chitra, we're getting some background noise from you. I'm not sure what that is. Okay.
Actually, it's very quiet here.
Yeah, I don't know why your square is lighting up. Like it's like the computer is moving. It sounds like maybe the microphone is moving or the computer might be moving. I'm not sure.
Okay, let me check it, but nothing is
Okay.
moving on.
Well, it may not. Yeah, it may not be you. It's just what I'm, what I'm seeing, and this technology is a little confusing sometimes. So if it's not you, I apologize.
That's all right. I'm trying my best. I'm
Okay.
just frozen here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Kate, go ahead.
Credit.
Okay, let's see. Can you speak a little louder, Kate? I can barely hear you.
Credit.
Okay, good. Say all 3 words, Kate.
Credit. Hit. Sitting.
Ah, good. Okay, when you said sitting, you said like seating. Your I is going long. These are short I sounds. So it's not seating, because it sounds like you're saying like S-E-A-T, which is a different word. People will get confused. So you want to say sitting. So it's a low, short sound. Sitting. Sitting.
Sitting.
Okay, do it again.
Sitting.
Okay. Much better on the first part. Now on the ing, it's sounding a little long too, like you're saying sitting, sitting. It's low on the ing. So it's sitting, sitting. It's not sit.
Sitting.
Yeah, there you go. Sitting. Try it again.
Sitting.
Okay, say it a little slower for me. Sitting.
Sitting.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice. That's nice. So try to remember to try to keep those I's short, like on words like credit, hit, sitting, they're low. I think that directly comes from the Chinese language. Okay, I'm still here. I don't, if somebody is touching their computer and using the microphone on their computer, I'm hearing like, it sounds like somebody is moving a microphone around or touching their computer, and I'm hearing lots of sounds. So if that's you, if you could do something about it, that'd be great. Okay, who else wants to try these?
Laura.
Okay, Laura, go ahead.
I've been pronouncing this word a lot, but I'm not sure if I do it correctly. So can I say it and then you can tell me is it right or wrong? Okay. Mountain, cotton, reading, kitten, credit, sitting.
Okay. Start again. Go a little slower between words.
Okay. Mountain.
Mountain's good. That's good.
Cotton.
Good.
Risen.
Okay. Bahavna, I'm hearing your microphone like you're touching your microphone, and it's coming through, so try to be careful with that. Okay. Written. Go say written again.
Ridden.
Okay, you're saying like ridden, ridden. That is a little off because it's sounding like R-I-D-D-E-N or you know, or like the past tense, like rode. I've ridden with him, which is a different word. You need to either hit the T and say written, or implode the T by saying written, written.
How do you say the second? How do you pronounce the second one? Ridden.
Yeah. So you're saying ridden, which is like R-I-D, rid-in, I-N, something like that. But it's not ridden. It's written. The second syllable is just making the sound. So your tongue is going up to your alveolar ridge, and you go
Okay, written.
Yeah, there you go. Written. Yeah. That's it.
Because I thought the double T in American accent, they pronounce the letter D, like better.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about, and you're right. For many of the words, it is like that, but not for this.
Okay.
Not for
so
this word.
So it's written.
It's written. So it's
written.
like R-I-T, written.
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 Okay, written. Okay.
Yeah.
Written. And then kitten.
Yeah, see, you're doing the kitten. It's not kitten, it's kitten. The same thing as in written.
Oh. Kitten. Okay.
Written. It's kitten. So, okay, my tongue goes up on the T. Kit. See if you can see the video. Kit. And then I hold the tongue there and I go, So kit.
I cannot see your video, but I try my best. Kitten.
Yeah, you should. Last week you said you couldn't see the video. I'm not sure. Did you try a different browser, Laura? Because the video is very important, you know, so you could see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I have the problem. I can see you too.
Okay, did you?
I can see you too, sir.
Well, I mean, some people. Are you in the English Meeting website?
No, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you're in lesson 2, all you do is click play on the video, and then you can see me live.
Okay. Watch live video from. Okay, let me try that one.
If you scroll down to it, shows the picture of me, and there's a little play button.
You want me to click on the play button or the link? It said watch live.
No, not the link. The play button.
Okay, hold on. Because I click on the link and it goes to somewhere else.
No. You're not supposed to click on the link.
Okay, on the play. Okay.
Right below the picture of me waving, like you see a picture of me waving, and there's green in the background. And then there's a video screen behind me. Okay, now it's coming through. Yeah, you got to turn the volume down on that so we don't get the feedback.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I saw you now.
Okay, so kit. Okay, so it's like kit. My tongue goes up, and I hold it there. Kit. And then I just make the
Kit.
N sound.
Kitten.
Yeah, that's much better.
Kitten.
Kitten. My tongue
Kitten.
is staying there. Kitten.
Okay. Kitten.
Well, you kind of went back to kitten. It's not duh.
Oh.
It's up and you hold. You're releasing. Don't release. Kitten.
So I keep my tongue
Yes.
the same.
Yes. You don't move your tongue. Kitten.
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 Yeah, that's better. Much, much better.
Kitten. Okay.
You just need to work on that because you're used to doing it with the D for everything, and you got some bad information because it's not all. Like, I've been teaching English a long time. I never say all because there's always exceptions in English, and you know, it's like I said earlier, it's not a logical language, and you know, there isn't one rule that covers everything. For most rules in English, there is an exception or two, if not more.
Okay.
Okay. Who else wanted to try this?
Lucy?
Lucy, yeah, go for it, Lucy. Let's try it.
Okay, I can mounting.
Oh, interesting. You're having a similar problem that Victorant is having, which is you're saying mountain, and it's more mountain. It's just short, mountain, mountain.
Mountain.
Yeah, yes, mountain. Yeah, nice and short.
Cotton.
Yes.
Written.
Okay, we just got to keep working on that R, of that like sharp American R, written or written.
Written.
Yeah, ooh, sounds nice. Yeah.
Kitten.
Oh, very good. Perfect.
Credit.
Okay, so this word's giving you a challenge because that R is coming up, and it's kind of going to that French sound. So, you know, it's K. You start with K, credit.
Credit.
Yeah.
Credit.
Yeah, right. Credit. Yeah.
Sitting.
That's good. And say hit.
Hit.
Yeah, hit. Yeah, your I is nice. It's nice and short. Yeah, that was good. You just like with credit, try to work on that cr sound because you got the K sound like K, and then credit.
Credit.
Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, and then try written again. Written.
Written.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Very good. Good, Lucy.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else want to try this?
Olga?
Olga, go for it.
Credit, hit, sitting. Credit, hit, sitting.
Yeah, that's very good, Olga. I'm thinking, like, is there anything I can give you to improve that? It's quite.
If it's okay, then it's fine.
Yeah, it's quite clear. It's quite clear. That's very smooth and no problem with that.
I just my pen just to show. You can go and help us.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else want to try these three? Okay. So we'll.
Okay, credit.
Oh, who's that?
TESOL.
Oh, Bezo. Yeah, go
Credit.
for it, Bezo.
Yes. Okay. Credit. Hit. Sit.
And then, okay, good. Your I is good. Try sitting. How do you say sitting?
Sitting.
Okay. Try all three
Sitting.
again, Bezo.
Okay. Credit. Hit. Sit. Sitting.
Credit. Yeah, credit. Okay, say credit again.
Credit.
Credit. Yeah, it's your R. you speak the words you're doing very good, but for me to improve you a little bit more is if we can try to sharpen the R. This is a big one for a lot of people. In the American R, at least, is a very sharp R, and it's so it's instead of like credit, it's more of a credit.
Credit.
Yeah.
Credit.
Nice.
Okay.
How do you say written?
Written.
Yeah, you're kind of rolling your R like a written, and the way we pronounce it is a little different. We just sharpen it and we don't roll it, just written.
Written.
Yeah, good. That's good. I like that. Okay, good job.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Anyone else before we move on? Okay. All these. Okay. All these Skype sounds are coming through, and I'm not sure how to mute those, but I'll look into that later. Okay, and then we have, these last words, literally, letter, and lottery. And these literally is what Laura was talking about earlier. This is more of a D sound. So you can say literally, you can say that, that's fine. You can say letter, that's fine. I think Olga would say it letter like that, and that's fine. And lottery, you can say it like that. That's no problem. But the way in North American dialect, most people will say it literally, like a D. So it's da-da-da-da, literally, literally, literally. The reason why the language changed, and it's just a smoother way to say that word. If I say literally, to explode the T takes time and effort and slows down the word. So I think this word has developed over time to, or many words have developed over time into this D sound. So it's literally, da-da-da, literally. And then leather, 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 and lottery, lottery. Okay, so these are the D sounds though that they are spelled T. Okay, who would like to try these?
Chitra here.
Okay, Chitra, go for it.
Actually, I want to try 4 words.
Okay.
From the beginning as
Oh,
well.
yeah, yeah,
So I will say the 4 words.
Yeah, you could do that, sure.
So the first one is written, kitten, literally, lottery. I might want to change anything.
Oh, no, those are very good. You sound great with those. Written, I mean, you're very sharp and clear on it. What gets a little more tricky maybe is when you put it into a phrase or a sentence. So if you said something like, he literally won the lottery. Try that. He literally won the lottery.
He literally won the lottery.
Yeah.
I think lottery will sound something different. Okay.
Yeah, well, okay. What I'm guessing is going on with you is your individual pronunciation is pretty good, but when, your rhythm is different and you have a more kind of choppy way of speaking and you kind of stop after words and then start again, which gives your language a staccato feel when your goal should be to be a little more legato and connected. So what was your words again? Say your words again. I didn't write that down.
Okay, so one is written, hidden, literally, lottery. I think I was okay with the rest of them.
Okay, literally and lottery.
Literally and lottery. Or lottery, I don't know how to say it.
Well, okay, so you can say lottery,
Lottery,
which is 3 syllables, or you can say it in the North American
Lottery.
dialect that's more common as lottery with the D sound, lottery.
Lottery.
Yeah. I mean, you might want to go for that because it's a little smoother, and that might help you connecting sounds better. Lottery.
Lottery.
Try to hit it with the D sound. Lottery.
Lottery.
There you go. Now smooth it off and say it a little quicker. Lottery.
Lottery.
Okay, that's better. So how can we make a little phrase out of this? Okay, let's just make up like a little rhyme. It'll be like this. The written kitten won the lottery. Try that, if you can remember.
Written kitten won the lottery.
Yeah, and what I need to work on with you is just connecting in phrases. So it's won the lottery. See how I'm connecting those three words together? Won the lottery.
Won the lottery.
Okay, so your habit is to stop, and that was better, but you're still stopping a bit between words. Listen again. Won the lottery.
Won the lottery.
Okay, that's better. That's better. It's much smoother. When you first were speaking, it was much more choppy, and that was like a nice smooth arc. Won the lottery. That was nice.
Won the lottery.
So
Okay.
one thing that you need to be aware of as you're working on your speaking skills is to connect words smoothly. Because I think a lot of people coming from India, Sri Lanka, that part of the world, you know, the intonation is just different. You know, the language is spoken different. So I think one thing that will just help other people understand you more and help you to speak more smoothly is to connect a lot of this. Okay?
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
I will take into it.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Who else wants to try?
Okay. Bhavna.
Okay, Bhavna, go for it.
Literally, lottery, letter.
Okay, try it again.
Literally, lottery, letter.
Okay, well, let's look at lottery for a moment.
Lottery.
Yeah, lottery. It's 3 syllables. Make sure you hit all 3 syllables. Lottery.
Lottery.
There you go. Lottery. Now let's try to make it a little smoother.
Lottery.
Go ahead.
Lottery.
Yeah, better, better. I won the lottery.
I won the lottery.
Yeah, lottery. Your R, I'm hearing your R, you know, a bit. It's not a big deal. You know, most people, if not everybody, would understand you fine with that word. But if you want to sharpen it, it would be a good thing. So when you hit that last part of the word where there's an R sound, ladder, if you can make it more like laddery, you know, look at my, you know, I'm pushing out my lips and I'm going like lottery, lottery. Can you try that?
Lottery.
Yeah.
Lottery.
Lottery. Well, your tongue is too far back in your mouth.
Lottery.
When I release, my tongue's under my alveolar ridge, so it's like da, la, der, and then I go into the R sound. It's that sharp American R.
Lottery.
Oh, better. Yeah. That's better.
Lottery.
See, I think, you know, coming from from India, that sort of thing, the tongue is naturally further back in the mouth. So, you know, they're talking like more like this, and hello, my name is David. And if you can push your tongue up a little more forward, then you say, hello, my name is David. You're going to get the sound a little better. Lottery.
Lottery.
Sorry.
Yeah. So,
Lottery.
right. So now let's say it in a phrase a little quicker. I won the lottery.
I won the lottery.
Okay. Yeah, pretty good. And how did you say literally?
Literally.
Literally. Yeah, that's fine. You're hitting the T, you're exploding the T, which is fine. You're saying literally. and that's fine. And it, you know, that's a little closer to the British English pronunciation, but there's no problem with that at all. And how do you say letter?
Letter.
Yeah, that's good. I just, you know, the R is something, you know, you just got to work on, because I'm just hearing like an after sound, like letter, like I'm hearing a little kind of sound afterwards, and that just comes from the difference in languages. And if you can try to keep in your mind daily, don't drive yourself crazy, but just try to keep in your mind every day of trying to sharpen that R. And if you listen to like a native speaker, pay attention to their R's, and or like on TV, news, whatever, you know, just try to be aware of that. If you make your mind more aware of it, and your mind is kind of thinking about that at least a little bit every day, and you practice it a little bit every day, you will get it. You know, it'll just take some time because it's a very, very strong habit in your mind. Yeah, okay. Okay, very good. Okay, interesting stuff here. Let's see. If we were going to jump to another one, where would we jump to? We could, let's see. I'm looking at the chat now. Dave will add you in his group. We have a Mary Peter that wants to join. I noticed. Bezo, I think I'm getting some feedback from you. Bezo. Okay, I just had to cut him off. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's take a vote because we're like an hour and a half in, and we have 10 lines with different sounds here. So why don't you write in the chat which number you would like to work on? You know, whether it's like F for number 2, number 3, number 4. Which one do you want to work on? And so let's take a vote, and then we'll just go to that one. So Roman was saying about 3. Were you saying 3? Oh, yeah, like word and world. Yeah, that's, you know, I do want to do that. That's a good suggestion, Rome. And 5, somebody is asking about 5 and 3. Chitra, yeah. Oh, 5 is real easy. I think people get confused about it because of the spelling, but the K is silent. So,
Night.
Yeah, you don't pronounce the K, so it's just night. N-I-G, like N-I-G-H-T.
What is the difference between the night, which is opposite to day, and this one? Like, how do we differentiate it?
Differentiate what?
The night, which is this one, and the night, which is opposite to day, like it's right now.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you. I mean, night, N-I-G-H-T. Of course, the spelling that way means like day and night when it's dark out.
Yeah.
Okay, K-N-I-G-H-T is a night, like in the, you know, like England hierarchy.
I get the meaning, sir, but I'm just wondering, is there any difference with the pronunciation,
No.
or both the same?
No, they're pronounced exactly the same way.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, good. Okay, and then let's see. So, and then Bahavna was saying 2, which is the F. Okay. So let's try to look at these 3. Oh, Bisman. Answering the call. We'll put your call on hold. Okay, Bezo, I'm going to try to call you because if I accept that, my call will go on hold. Hold on, let me find you. Here we go. This one's going to be easier. Okay, Bezo, are you there?
Yeah, tell me.
I'm trying to get Bezo.
The number 1.
Bezo, are you there? Oh, and Victor, and you want, did you have a suggestion? Okay. And, okay. Hey, Chitra, I can hear you typing, so try to do something. I know you don't realize it. It's just, It just
Maybe
happened.
it's built in, so it's coming.
Yeah,
It's
that's
also coming. Okay,
that's
I got
exactly
it.
it. Yeah. If you could type a little lighter, that might help. I don't know.
And maybe it's built in, so the laptop is getting into it
Yeah,
even if
that's-
I go fast. So I will stop it. Okay, thank
Right,
you.
right. That's exactly it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, well, let's look at number 2. Number 2, Bahavna was asking about, and you know, anybody having trouble here, it's the F sound. The lower lip is under the teeth, like this. So F, air is coming out. It's got to be that way. So famous, famous. Some people will make a totally different consonant sound for the F. They'll say like famous, or you know, like famous. I've heard many different things depending on your native language. So it's famous and franchise, franchise. So Bahavna, since you asked about that, why don't you try those 2 words?
Yeah. Famous. Franchise.
Okay.
Franchise.
Okay, try famous again.
Famous.
Okay, yeah, it's sounding good. Why don't you try it in a phrase? I own a famous franchise.
I own a famous franchise.
Okay, good. Now let's, if we can, try to make it a little smoother. I own a famous franchise. See, I'm connecting that. I own a famous franchise.
I own a famous franchise.
Much better. That was so much smoother. You got rid of a lot of that choppiness. So, you know, that's something for you to focus on, as well as, you know, Chitra, like I was telling Chitra earlier. Try to smooth out your language when you connect, by connecting those words. Anyone else want to try the F sound, these 2 words?
Chitra, please.
Yeah, Chitra, go for it.
Okay. Famous franchise.
Now, I may be wrong, but I'm thinking that you might be able to make your F a little stronger. If you have your lip under your teeth and you really hit that sound, famous, famous. I kind of pop out my lip after I release that sound. I go, famous.
Okay. Okay. So famous franchise.
Franchise. Look how I'm popping out my lip. Franchise. I go right into the R afterwards. Franchise.
Franchise.
Yeah, you know, for the most part it's fine, but if you could make your F a little stronger.
Franchise.
Yeah, I just need a little more.
Franchise.
Like if I'm just practicing the sound, I would be looking at my mouth in front of a mirror, and I would be going like this. Just blowing the air out.
I'm not able to see you though.
You can't see me? So what was... Oh, yeah, that's right, because you just connected with me today.
Yeah, I'm not in the
So
class.
you're not in the class. Well, okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But you will be able to see this video later on because I'll post it.
Okay, I will.
And then you'll get into the class for next week and all that. So I forgot about that. But, okay, so very good. Anyone else want to try this?
Famous Bizo.
Okay, Bizo, go for it.
Okay. Famous franchise.
Okay, try it again, and if you could say it without the air going to the microphone, because I'm hearing a lot of like, so if you could just speak a little bit away from the microphone.
Okay. Famous franchise.
That's sounding good. That's sounding good. Let's try it in a phrase. I own a famous franchise.
I own a famous franchise.
Yeah. Okay. So from different languages, you have different stress patterns. Like you're saying famous, and we say famous. So we put the accent on the first syllable, fame, and we stretch out fame longer. So it's like we say famous, and then we go down on the us. I own a...
Famous.
There you go. Beautiful.
Famous.
Mm-hmm. So then I'll say it like in a...
I own I own famous franchise.
Yeah, nice. Much better. Very nice. Who else wants to try this?
I want
I want to try.
Okay, well, we'll try Vu the Thai, then we'll go to Victorant. So Thai, go for it right now.
famous
Okay.
franchise.
Okay, famous. Try to stretch the vowel on fame. So say fame, famous.
Famous.
There you go. Nice.
Famous.
And franchise.
Franchise.
Franchise. Now your word ending on franchise is not long enough. Listen how I'm saying it. Franchise. Go ahead.
Franchise.
Yeah, there you go. Much better. We're exaggerating a little bit now as we're, just for practice. But a lot of people, like from certain countries, and Vietnam is one of them, where a lot of the word endings are not strong enough when you come over to English. So you need to hit that like franchise, because it sounds like franchise. And then people are like, what? What are you talking about? But if you say franchise, oh, everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yes.
So try it in a phrase. I own a famous franchise.
Yes. I own the famous franchise.
Much better. Much better. You're pretty quick to understanding these changes, Ty. What's important for you is to remember what we practiced. So sometimes that means you need to kind of write down what we practiced, what you improved on, so then like tomorrow you can look at your notes and practice it the same way. Because a lot of people will work with me one-on-one or like we're doing right now, but then they'll forget a few days later and then they never practice it because they forgot. So it's really important for you to remember these improvements that you made so that you can duplicate them tomorrow, the next week, the next month, okay?
Yes. Okay.
All right, very good. And Victorant, you want to go for it?
Yes, we're gonna go ahead. Famous franchise.
Okay, your famous is very good. No problem with that. But your franchise, like I said to Ty, you need to get that word ending stronger. Franchise.
Franchise.
Franchise. It's like a Z sound, like zoo. Franchise. I think the Skype connection tweaked there. Franchise. Try it again, Victor.
Franchise.
Okay, I think you're getting better. It's just, unfortunately, it's just really hard for me to hear you. Your volume level is so low. If you contact me after this session, like next week sometime, send me a message. Maybe I can try to help you get your sound improved with your Skype. Okay, anyone else wanted to try this?
Olga,
Olga, go for it.
I own a famous franchise.
Okay, that's very good. Now let's try to connect it and smooth it out more. Like, I own a famous franchise.
I own a famous franchise.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right. Very good. Yeah, good work.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. So we had 5 and 3. Oh, yeah, Roman was talking about, let's look at number 3. This comes up a lot. First of all, there's a lot of words in number 3. Let's look at 2 words, world, W-O-R-L-D, and word. Okay, word, you got the W, you got the R, were, and then you go da, word. You explode the D, word, word, word. Now, world is hard for many, many people because you have many different sounds and the tongue is moving a lot, your mouth is moving a lot, and If your native language doesn't have the similar sound altogether, it's difficult. So it's were, like W-E-R-E, were, and then you go into the, from the R, you go into the and you got to push that tongue up behind the front teeth. So it's were, I'm exaggerating, were, and then you release the tongue in a D sound. So were, da, and then you release. Were, da, world. Now, Roman, I believe you brought this up, so you want to try that?
Yes. Road.
Try it again. I wasn't hearing that.
Road.
Okay, okay, I see. You're saying word. Okay, we need to get your R sharper. So when you say word, the first one, it's You're rounding it. You're like war. It's flat. Try to flatten your mouth more. You're kind of like I'm going world. Word.
Road.
Wow. Okay. We need to work on the R. That's, your speaking is pretty good, Roman, in many ways, but the R is something we need to work on. So the R can be, a bit frustrating for some people. It's like an instrument. You need to find the sound in your mouth, and it's like tuning a bit of a complicated instrument. The back of your tongue should be touching your upper molars, your back teeth should be curled a bit. The tip should be curled a bit. And you got to play with that like you would be experimenting with an instrument. So you're going to go, and you're going to be moving your mouth around in different positions until you can find this sharp R sound, because you're too rounded. Your mouth is too It's sounding to me like it's open too much. And if we can close your mouth more and get that we can say the word very sharply. Word. Why don't you try it?
Word.
Yeah, word. Can you try bringing your tongue more forward? It sounds like your tongue, the front of your tongue is too far back in your mouth. And if you can bring it forward more, Well, now let's try bringing it back. Try bringing your tongue back. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad right there that you just had. World. Okay. Let me think of a phrase here. This word is in our world. This word
in our world.
Okay, world. Okay, word. Now, your first word, we still got to work on that R. It's just, we got to flatten it out more and make it sharper. Word. This word.
This word.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah, world. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's tough for a lot of people. But my suggestion is, is to experiment with your different mouth positions. You need to be able to recognize that the difference between your sound and my sound. Do you hear the difference?
Yes, I hear.
Okay, that's good. Because some people don't. They think they're doing it the same way, and they don't have an ear for it. So that's good you hear it. And you got to be patient with yourself, because this is what makes people stop practicing English, because they get to some area and they can't seem to do it, and then they just say, oh, forget it. So don't do that, and just play around with it, at least once a day, when you're by yourself somewhere, and you can just play around with the sound like an instrument, because it's gonna take some time to find that sound. Okay?
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, you bet. Anyone else want to try one of these R sound words? Let's see. Yeah, Shamil, we haven't heard from you in a while. Shamil, why don't you try?
Okay, word and word.
Okay. So most of your sounds are very good. One thing we can work on is trying to get you to change your R also in a different way. You're rolling your R, so it's sounding like world. You're kind of rolling the R where the R is sharper and not rolled. So it's just world. Try that.
World.
Try to hold your tongue in one position when you make the R sound. If you can visualize this, your tongue is moving when you make the R sound. That's what makes it roll. That's what makes the sound. And, from your native language, that's the way you say it. So it's a habit to change. It's a mouth position to change. So try to say it very slowly and hold your tongue on that R sound like this. I'm holding my tongue, world. Of course, I move my tongue on the L. That's okay. But on the R, I'm holding my tongue in one position. World. Try that.
World.
Oh, much better. Try it again.
Word.
World. Try to hold your tongue.
Word.
Okay.
World.
Okay. So let's say it in a phrase. This word is in our world.
This word in our world.
Yeah, so this is, often what happens is when we start speaking into sentences, when we get closer to real speaking, we go backwards. So try to hold your tongue when you say those R's. This word is in our world.
World.
Yeah.
World. Word.
Yeah, you're going to have to practice.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, because it's, like I was just saying to Roman, it takes time. And you got to be patient with yourself. And, if you could just remember it every day, just a short time, maybe a few times during the day for a short time. I'm talking about a minute, 2 minutes maximum, It's the repetition that the mind kind of picks up faster. And if you drive yourself crazy, you're going to stop. Some people will try to practice for an hour, 2 hours. That's too intense. And then they burn out and they stop. So you got to understand it takes the mind time to accept this new way. And if you can just think about it and visualize in your mind, picture your tongue not moving as you're practicing. Your tongue is just staying there. If you can make a visual picture of that, like you can see inside of your mouth and you can just see your tongue holding there, all of these things can help you. Okay, so do practice that. Okay, anyone else want to try?
Lucy.
Okay, we have a few. Okay, Lucy, why don't you go for it?
Word. Word.
Yeah. So this is another good one for you because, Lucy, we're working on your R sound. And just like I've been telling these two gentlemen, we got to make that sharp and you got to hold your tongue so it doesn't move. So it's not like world, it's world.
Word.
Okay,
Wo-
good. Try it again.
Word. 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 Word.
Yeah, your R beginning is sounding good, and I'm trying to figure out what's happening afterwards. So when you say were, and then you're going into the L for LD, world, my tongue is sharp in the R, were, and then it goes, I shoot it right behind my teeth. We're old. You see that? We're old.
Word. Word.
Try to, can you break it up? This is just for practice. This is not real life speaking. Can you just break it up like, we're old?
Word.
Can you shoot your tongue? Just shoot your tongue behind your front teeth. Old. Old. Yeah. So it's an L thing for you too, because you're rounding your L sound. You're going oh, and it's not old. It's oh, 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 oh. You see my tongue right now? It's behind my teeth. Oh.
Word.
Ah, I think you're picking it up. I'm starting to hear a different sound. Yeah, we're old.
Word.
Yeah, 2 syllables. Yeah, okay, that's better. Well, let's try the phrase. This word is from our world.
This word is from our world.
Yeah, and you're thinking about a lot of things at once, so I know it kind of slows you down, and you're worried about making a mistake. So, yeah, you're getting there. We just got to keep working on the R, and like the L sound is a little sharper too in America. Oh, that's the L sound. Oh.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Who else wanted to try? Was it Chitra?
Yes.
Chitra, and then we'll go to Laura. So
Okay,
go ahead,
I
Chitra.
want to try sentence, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So let me try. This word is in our world.
Okay, say it again.
This word is in our world.
Okay. It's sounding good. I'm just hearing some other things I'm going to talk about. Like when you say R, you're making it into 2 syllables. Just make it 1 syllable. This word is in our 1 syllable. In our world. In our world. Do you see how that smooths it out?
In our world.
In our world.
This world is in our world.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. One more time. Say it again.
This word is This word is in our world.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. I mean, you're saying our, which is fine, and which is actually very correct. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just going back to, how can I help you maybe get a little smoother with things? But this word is in our world. In North American dialect, a lot of people would not say a 2-syllable our. They would just say our,
Our.
Yeah, this word is in our world.
This word is in our world.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Okay, so you don't keep the R. This word is in our world.
Yeah, in our. That's how it's connected. In our world.
And this word is in our world.
Yeah, world.
Yeah.
Now, world,
let's
see, world, in our world. Yeah, it's sounding a little
world.
Indian.
I think I'm okay with the world, but I'm worried about word. This word is
Word.
in our world.
Well, I mean, it's a little rounded. I mean, kind of like I've been saying to everybody else, it could be sharper, but it's pretty good. It sounds pretty good to me. This word. Say this word.
This word.
Yeah.
This word.
It's got a little of that. I think it's just I'm just hearing a little bit of the British influence, and there's nothing wrong with that at all.